Welcome everyone. So finally I'm back, guys. I'm back, and the prices still have been not doing much. That's why also during the bear market it's a perfect time to take some holidays, and I did and I enjoyed really well. And now back to work again. Many people have been asking me what the price has been doing, because actually we were all the time around the 60s, and this was the area when I was saying to you to start accumulating and accumulating. We even went all the way to the 58, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Yeah, we went to 60 more or less, and then we start ranging about the 63 and even 70. We were just there for a really long time, guys, for some weeks already. And that's why, because the reason why is because we have all this area here that has been working as a support so far, but we're gonna see if this is gonna hold or we're gonna continue going down. As I was mentioning, that is still the possibility to go to 40k. And also I want to talk about all the drama that is happening right now, which normally happen when the bottom is coming in. So we're gonna see if we also in the bottom of the bear market, or still more room to come to the downside. Also a lot of news with CC, OKX, and also something that's happening with the Trump coin. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like and share with a friend, guys. I will really appreciate that. That's how helped my channel to continue growing and sharing all the knowledge I have been accumulating in the past years. So now that being said, let's go and check first the weekly. And remember, guys, if you're new to the channel and if you want to have exactly the setup I have in TradingView, go to the description below. There is a link in the description when you can go and make the completely setup for free. So as you can see, the Fortuna line start to lose already the strength, but we still above the horizontal line. So what that means is that we don't gonna, there's probability that we continue going up, because we still, the time is good, and you can see from here we should be already going up exactly in this area. Let me show you. Just gonna mark that. Where is the vertical? Right here. From here we should start going up, and we just start consolidating, losing a little bit more time, and now we start continue going up. But yesterday we have a massive rejection. We went all the way to the 74, which that actually was a rejection I was expecting, because there is a massive support there, resistance there, and you can see it right here in these areas. These areas was already rejection that we have in the 55 MA. This is good to see how the 55 MA and the 10 MA, which is the blue line and the orange line, start to stretch, and the prices start to consolidate there, because that means that sooner or later we're going to continue either to the upside or to the downside, and we want to see that in order to continue going down and down and down and down. But I would love to see more time, because as you can see in the example here in the past days, around November last year, we were doing that and we were getting the rejection. It looks a little bit like the same pattern. Let me see with the time. We're here a little bit with the time. Yeah, for me it looks a little bit like that, guys. It looks a little bit like that. Just even in this case, we have already some strong over there. Hopefully it won't happen that, but you should be aware that that can happen as well, because even though we're seeing volume in the 4-hour chart and the time it should work well in the weekly, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go up, because it could do exactly that is happening right now. We need to pay attention, how do we close today, and how do we actually, the most important, how do we close this week? If we close above the 55 MA, which is the orange line, that's gonna be really positive for the price. And in that case, I would be expecting the price to go around the 85, 86 more or less, which is around this area right here, to retest the orange line, which is the 55 IMA. Yeah, we should go right there and retest it, in the price close nicely this week. And even though we go above this area as a confirmation, we still have plenty of room to play a trade over here, guys. Remember, this is for the weekly. It doesn't mean that we're gonna go to 100 and to 200 probably, but we're gonna be analyzing when the time pass, which is the red valley over here, and what actually the Fortuna line is doing by the time, and then we can predict if the Bitcoin price is going to continue going up or not. But at this point, going slowly step by step, I do think we may have an opportunity to go and maybe retest the 55 MA. And that's why, guys, that's why, because we cannot know 100%. That's why we always need to be a step in advance. And this is why I was saying to you when the Bitcoin price was around the 50 to start accumulating in the long term, because you never gonna time the market. You never gonna know exactly when it's gonna go down, exactly at what price. That's why we start accumulating around the 60. If it continue going down, it doesn't matter, we continue buying even more. And if we continue going up, we ride it on, and when we have a retracement, we're gonna continue jumping in the price, and we're always gonna have to profit. And once we see something, like I was telling you, the 6th of October, we sell, guys. We sell, and we're gonna take profits. We're gonna take profits and enjoy it in the real life, because it doesn't matter if you just taking profit and you don't do anything with them. I mean, sooner or later, if you get too greedy, you're gonna lost your money. Hopefully that's not the case. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. And talking about getting greed, let me go and show you this chart as well, because we're still in extreme fear, and this is really impressive because we have been for a long time there. And also let's see what the bit whales are doing, because that is another indicator that is really important to see how the price actually, how the traders are anticipating the price and what they thinking that's going to happen. And as we can see in Hyperliquid, you can see the rec master, they're still super bullish, guys. I mean, they still can continue being wrecked and wrecked and wrecked. And the money printer, which is the good traders, and normally they're always in profit, they're still slightly bearish. They have been so for many weeks, and that's why the prices, because the prices still continue here. We don't see a huge volume, and as we would like to see in order to make a good confirmation. But according to the strategy and the time, this should be the time the price is going to continue going up. It doesn't mean we're going to exactly reach the horizontal, the orange line, but we're potentially going to go around the 80s. That's going to be a territory to analyze. I'm gonna come and then in the next days during this week and see how the price proceed, how we close today as well, and try to analyze actually what's going to happen next if we break above the 55 MA. But according to the strategy, we still have time. It's gonna happen 100%. Nothing is 100%. So if you want to accumulate, wait for a retracement. I mean, you can also, it doesn't matter 60 or 70, you can just put there and just hold for the next years. But if you want to do some trades, we should go to the small time frame. This case, we already analyzed the daily. In the daily, the time is fine. We have been passing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 6 days, and still is doing not much the price. Remember, these patterns go around 10 to 12 days. That's why I'm seeing it in the daily a little bit more like what we have over here. Exactly like we have over here. We just went, everybody go excited, and then we continue going down. This could happen, 100% could happen. People are getting already excited just because we're going into the 70s, but we're still in the same consolidation frame we have. What we want to see is the Bitcoin price to break this area, break it, have the confirmation, and once we have the confirmation, here's where we enter with a trade to continue to the opposite side. And if you want to enter to the trade, you can go to the 4-hour chart, and right here we can see when it's going to be the best moment to enter to that trade. So also, guys, if you want to support the channel, you can go and join to the exchanges. I have the link in the description below. Like this, you're going to be supporting my channel, and you're also going to be earning a nice fat coupon code with the exchange, which is gonna give you some benefits once you trade it with. So let's see how it is gonna play out. But for now, the time in the 4-hour chart is already running out. We don't have strength so far, even if we see this volume, but the price is not moving. If you ask me what I'm expecting the price to do, potentially we're gonna go to the upper side, like we have been doing all the time. We're gonna go to the upper side, and if you want to trade this, I will wait, because the moment you enter to a trade in the 4-hour chart, which, remember guys, the time frame is in about a trade for 2 days, 48 hours, you should enter at the 70, not right now at 74, because the risk is higher to get rejected at 733. So what we want to see in the 4 hours to break this line, break the 75, confirm, and when we have this retracement is where we want to enter, and then we write it to the upper side. So hopefully you have that clear, and you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have any question, don't forget to write it in the commentary below. I will be really happy to answer to any question. And now going really quick to the news. Well, now we see finally Ethereum Foundation is still after some months, actually they're still selling ETH, but ETH is still doing not much. You don't see the reflection of the selling, but a certain time, a certain point, it's gonna happen. We're gonna see how the selling affect the price, or how the people is gonna be completely not happy about it, because they just selling and selling and selling. For what? I mean, they always saying that they want to reinvest and they want to give some grants to these people or not. But let's see how that works, because I mean, all the time, that's the thing about it. It doesn't matter if it's ETH, but with Bitcoin you cannot do that. You cannot continue printing money, and Ethereum and many others, they can do that. I mean, even if it's with consensus that you're gonna do it so often or so many coins, but still they're always gonna be printing and printing and printing, and Bitcoin is the only one you can have when you are sure that there is a completely limited cap and nobody else can manage that. So that is super important, and that's why you should not be married or dating any of the altcoins, because they are just important to trading for short time. That's why it's so important to know about the time frames, guys. And if you want to continue learning, if you're new to the channel, remember, subscribe to the channel, because I want you to learn about it. Otherwise you're gonna get completely fried, like most of the people still does in the market. And yeah, many of the altcoins, they have been doing nothing. Even Cardano, it went completely to the bottom. I mean, it went all the way to the bottom. We are at 24 and was 120. We even didn't reach the previous excitement of the almost $3. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. We're gonna break that again. Let's see how it's gonna work the next bull market, but be really careful with all these altcoins, guys. I will be just accumulating Bitcoin, and when I see a trend and the altcoins, they're gonna be putting money on it, or I'm just gonna be just searching for some really important ecosystem that I believe that they may do something, but I'm just gonna put a small percentage of my portfolio as always. So if they go to zero, it won't affect anything. Now, talking about the bottom, is the bottom is here or not? I mean, just here already, they're selling a lot again. People are complaining about that. This time is 70,000 coins, which is a lot compared to a small amount I used to do during the bull market, which is also a little bit dumb from them, because during the bull market they were selling small amount, and now it's a big amount. I mean, to the price there now, well, maybe they don't really care the price, because they can just print whatever amount of coins. And with Coinbase, guys, this is this drama with the CEO of OKX, who is calling Binance habitual liar, because he's known, well, let me see here, after spending time in prison, Binance founder CZ is the news here after okay, secret the autobiography, this have a learned trigger. Okay, so there is this thing what they saying they don't want him to enter to the market of the United States. They don't want it to have it there. Binance need to be out, and after he got the pardon, apparently he want to jump again, and they don't want that. So they're doing a lot of things in order for him to don't get a position. So I mean, if he gonna go in or not, I mean, who knows? But there is a lot of fight in the space, a lot of drama, and also we have this news of World Liberty Finance, which they actually borrowing millions from a protocol from his own advisor. So what they do, and they printing, apparently, I mean, it's not 100% confirmed, but I can imagine that with the team of Trump. I mean, they just money grab it. Let me know if you think I'm completely wrong, but I mean, they have been doing with the Melania coin, with his coin, and then another coin they wanted to create. And I mean, they just fulfilling their pockets with the crypto people. I don't even understand who is investing on them, but they printed 5 billion of their own tokens when with and then they withdrew to USDC. So that's the thing that I'm talking about, the altcoins, because if you have a protocol or whatever token, you can just print as much as you want. And how the borrow normally works, that you put certain amount, for example 1,000, you put it as a collateral, you're going to receive 700 or 600. But if you manage the coin, you're going to print 5 billions, you're going to have real like 3 billions, even 2.5 or 4 billion, million, sorry. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. What he say? They say they borrow millions and they put 5 billions. Okay, so it's a lot of money. So that's why you should be really careful. There was another news as well about the Tau token, which is an AI ecosystem. They're talking a lot about how they're not decentralized. I mean, someone from the ecosystem was talking about it. So yeah, you never know what news is gonna come next. But with Bitcoin, you have it 100% sure. So you're gonna lose your money, and if the Bitcoin price go down, it's just the price in dollars, guys. You're always gonna have the same amount of Bitcoin and your wallet, and the price just gonna continue going up and up and up and up and up. So is this the bottom or not? I mean, we see already the beginnings of all the drama. It could be the starting bottom. But if it's 100%, I don't think so, because people still they haven't been shared. I do think that there is still a possibility to go a little bit down. Let's see if that's gonna happen in the next weeks or not. Let's see in the months. That's why subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna bring you all the information when I have it on my hands, and we will see, and we're gonna take profit at the time we need to, because that's why, guys, continue accumulating a little bit and you're gonna be enjoying, because this price here, we're gonna break it, believe it or not. We did many times. We did here, we did here, we did here, and we're gonna do it here as well. So the price is just going up and up and up, more with the conflicts and everything. That's why I don't think that we're gonna go up immediately, because we have now another conflict in the Middle East, and the stocks, they're still not bullish. They close the weekly, they close still bearish. So that's why I think we can potentially go a little bit up, but then after that we're gonna go something like that, and there is when we need to deploy a lot of money. And just wait, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.